Well, hello, my fellow car modelers. How are you doing today on this fine weekend? Haven't done a Lucas kits in a long time, and, well, let's do one. By popular demand, I've been getting a lot of people saying, hey, you haven't done a Lucas kit, so I think it's time to start doing more Lucas kits. And I figured this would be perfect right here, because this is actually a brand new addition to the Lucas kits collection. Well, I want to take a look at it really close. I'm really excited about this model. I got this kit from a very good friend of mine. He's a YouTuber, John Bailey, and you can go check out his YouTube channel, JB Scale Creations. I tell you, this guy, he's a builder that when he came around a year ago, got into the USAC build a year ago, and he built a model. He didn't quite finish it on time, but he got in late, but he finished it, and man, it is done right. A 4-door. He did a 4-door. Well, it wouldn't be a Roadrunner. It would just be a Satellite, but a 70 Satellite 4-door cop car. And I was just so impressed by his modeling abilities. And we just got talking over time. We've done some things, and you know, he sent me this kit because I have been in pursuit for one of these for a long time. And let's take a look at it. I want to thank John very much for this. This means a lot to me. Thanks for getting me hooked with this kit. I appreciate it. And the thing about this kit is I didn't know anything about it until I was at Atlanta when I was going around the swap meet. I saw this kit, and then I forgot to go back and grab it. I was going to buy this kit in Atlanta, and I never knew that Revell put this version out. I think it's a different model company, because there was a few import model companies that did this kit, and right now at this time, they're not available. They're hard to get a hold of if you can. I did get a hold of one a while ago, but it was a rally version, an off-road rally version, that it was lifted and the wheel wells were cut out, but it had this livery. But it's too much to try to bring it back to stock. I actually want to do a street car with this. I always thought the Lancia, or Lancia, there are correct ways to say it. I believe it's Lancia is really the true Italian way of saying it. Lancia Stratos. So, the Lancia Stratos. We're going to take a look at this. But again, Revell, I never knew they did it, and that's the only time I ever saw it. Then, lo and behold, I got one nailed down. Thanks. Thank you so much, my buddy over there in the UK, John Bailey. Go check his channel out. His work's really cool. Let's take a look at that box art. Beautiful box art. This here talks about the king of the rally cars, which these were. They were wicked, but they had to make street legal ones to be able to run in the racing. So there were street cars, which I want to make. But yeah, it's such a really cool looking model. We've got that side of the box and this side of the box. A little bit of, for the different countries, little warnings and telling you the cement isn't included, and then you got a nice side box art right there to look at the model built. And I'm trying to see if it says anywhere that this is a reboxing. More than likely, because Revell was never known for doing 24 scale. They were known for doing 25th scale. So more than likely, this is a reboxed. Oh God, I'm going to destroy this. Itellary. Tell me, let me know in the comments below. Did I blow that? Itellary. That's all. That's the only way I could say it. My mouth won't shape right. I do have a Fujimi one. I know that. I'm not sure. Did Tamiya ever do one of these? But I know there was a couple of over the pond companies that did it, and I think that this is a reboxing of the Itellary. But we'll start with looking at this. It's been opened, which is pretty cool, and then put into Ziploc bags. Okay. Look at that. I'm going to get rid of all that and bring that together. But this is the thing. I don't know. This car just has a look, especially when you look at it from that angle. And I love this really rounded fuselage look that it has. That's the thing that just looks so cool when you got these fender flares. Fender flares are perfect. Yeah, the one that I have is so cut out because it's supposed to be an off-road rally car. And, oh my goodness, it looks so bad with the big tires. And we'll be taking a look at those tires in a minute. But that is a very, very nice body. Looks like might have to do. Got to be careful of this right here, sanding. But we got a little bit of rippling right there from the mold making. Probably could block that out pretty good. But a few parting lines that are all in the nice, easy areas that are easy to, easy place to hide mold lines. A little right there. This should be really easy to clean up. I love those big round taillights this thing had. This car screams Italian. It does. And I am going to paint this baby Italian red when I build it. I will use this. I have fallen in love with this. I have to buy some more. This is such a versatile red. This has become my go-to for red a lot. I painted that Porsche with it, did a little buffing. It buffs really nice, being a synthetic lacquer, and I really like that. Let's look at the glass. So if anybody has any history behind this, if we don't find out, go ahead and put down in the comments if you know anything about this kit. If I'm correct that it is basically an old Italeri, or please forgive me if I'm saying that wrong. Wow, look at the headlights. They got that lip right there where it'll pop into place, and all the lights and the tail lights and headlight. I think these are tail lights, and then the headlights. Beautiful, beautiful castings of those. Little bit of marks on that glass, being that this is an old kit. I believe it probably came out in the 70s or early 80s from Revell, but it's really in good shape. It probably takes a little bit of buffing will take that out. That's really easy to take care of and make that crystal clear. And here's the tires. I might actually go with some aftermarket tires or different tires or something. But if I can get these open, these may work out good. These might be nice. I don't know. Oh, these are kind of, I don't know if I want to do street car. They're very bias ply looking. Look at that, how square that is. Those are cool tires for some racing, which, let's see how that'll look. Yeah, it fits the wheel well good. Can't really show much on because the rear split, but yeah, we might have that cool look that the Lancia has from the rear with the big fat tires. But I might get some different tires because again, I'm wanting this to be more of a street car, and I might put a little bit more modern looking tire on there, a little more streetable tire. But these are still good. Not that I'm scoffing at them. Who knows? Is this a, no, this is a sealed, oh no, it's been opened, but it's got tape on it. But so let me get this out of the way. Let me get hobby knife. It is that time of the year. So go over and keep an eye out on the hobby dude 007. Got to throw a shout out to him. I just was talking to Mark on the messenger and passed a few messages, and he gave me a hint about something since it is that time of year. But you got to check this video out. Laugh, laugh, laugh. That guy is funny. He makes some really creative, funny videos sometimes. It just kind of breaks the monotony. So here we go. We've got, interior tub pieces, and, for, this was probably tooled up in the 70s. It's a little basic looking, but really pretty nice. Look at those coilovers. I think it'll build into a really nice suspension. It looks posable. That's cool because I like turning the wheels on cars like this, it's when you just get that really cool low 3/4 shot you can take and have the wheels turn. It looks so neat. So the suspension, look at that, how kind of pretty in scale to it too. It's not too simplified, but looks really easy to put together. The headers, different parts of the engine bay. This is a part of the rear engine bay here, came off there. I like how it's separate. That's going to be really easy to paint detail. Another piece of the interior. It looks like the doors. Look at that. And yeah, the Lancia, because there's not a lot of room in that cockpit. Look at how they have to curve those door panels in. Just so the guy can fit in there. I bet you a guy like me couldn't fit in it. And there's the seats. And interior. Wow, this is a really nice kit. I like that. Look at that underside there. That's super, super neat. That's all the front suspension and stuff. And pretty nice detail there. Let's flip this around. Nice detail for the dashboard, which is a simple dashboard with all the needed gauges and switches to flip. And everything over here for the co-driver that they would have in rally racing. That's pretty cool. On to the next. It's a bag that has never been opened, so we are going to open it. Yeah, this is not a collector piece for me. I'm going to build this. I don't know when, but I actually am thinking it might be a 2024 build. Wow, look at all these. Beautiful detail. There's the steering wheel, so you get a good look at that. But these are the front auxiliary spotlight, really, driving lights pod that goes on the front, which I believe the kit that I have, this is molded on, which is an issue. I can't remember, but again, that kit was just, it'd be too much to modify to bring it to making a street car out of. So I don't have to add those, but those are good to hold on in the parts box. The firewall, back firewall with the, have to have a back glass there so you can see out the back. Windshield wiper, really good detail. Let's take a look at those wheels. Got a few other parts on the bell housing. There's engine block half. It is a 6-cylinder V6. Look at those valve covers. There's even spark plug sticking out, so it'd be really easy to put some cool wires on there. But nice wheels. Those will have to be painted either gold. Probably that would look cool. I'll paint them gold with the red. That'll look really nice. I'll give you another look at the detail there, some of the engine parts. This stuff just fell off. Obviously, it's both engine halves and everything, but everything's there. You saw me open it for the first time. Move on to the next. Got the decals, and that being the age, they could be questionable, but these look like they were kept in a nice environment. There's a couple other things in here. Wow, all the paperwork that came with it. And this may answer some of our questions we have about this kit. We'll look at that in a moment, but let's take a look at the decals. Modelers Club, 1977. So there's a date for us. So this was late 70s. Decals are surprisingly in a pretty nice condition. I bet you with a shot of clear, if I wanted to use these would work. Onto a white body, we might have a little bit of, because there's white that kind of goes around all these graphics here, might have an issue with a little yellowing there. But if I wanted to, I don't really want to, but I'm going to hold on to this decal sheet because I've always liked this livery, and I might put it on something else one day. What's this? Model Builders Club of America with a free toolkit. How about that for a free toolkit? I'll take it. It's probably no good. Okay, let's look at these wonderful vintage Revell. Is this the whole thing? I might be missing a part of it. I don't know. It's just one. I guess it's everything. Yeah. Yeah, there's step one. That's weird. On the front cover is decal placement. Does it say anything? I'm trying to... It just says by Revell. There's nothing stating that it is from a overseas model company. But this, I would bet. Let's take a look under here. Does it give us any information? I didn't see anything on the chassis, if there was anything printed on the chassis. I don't see any markings anywhere. And the decals, do they say? Sometimes the decals will even say. It just says Revell. It's strictly Revell. So, anybody knows anything about Revell in the 70s or what could have been done here? I don't see anything stating where this model kit came from. But being that it's 24 scale, they were known for doing 25th, so I bet you it was probably, sometimes the companies do that where some of the US manufacturers would bring on imports, because it was a lot harder back then to import these kits, so it was the only way we could get them. Typical Revell instructions from the 70s and 80s. Looks very familiar. Very well drawn. Yeah. Super cool. That is neat. We've got everything. It's a very well preserved kit. And you saw right here, there's some things that were never opened that I opened up right away because I wanted to look at it. Well, there you have it. Everything's packed back up and back into the box for now. So cool. Wow. Thank you so much, John. Again, go check out his channel, JB Scale Creations. Really neat model building going on over there. He's a pretty resourceful guy. He is known more for getting his hands on built-ups because he likes doing American cars, and that's hard for him to get a hold of. He gets a hold of built-ups and takes them apart and reimagines them like that Roadrunner, turning it into just a four-door satellite cop car. That was mind-blowing to me. I absolutely loved it. And man, I would love to be able to do that. I just don't have the and he does it fast, because I take on something like that, and I've done projects like that, and it takes me forever to never getting them done. It's just kind of too much for me sometimes. But wow, this will be an out-of-the-box build. I will enjoy it and make a really cool car that's been in my head for a long time. I've always loved these cars. I always just thought they were just really cool. And I'm not a huge Italian sports car fan, but two cars that I really do love. I love the Ferrari 308, the Magnum PI car. And this has very similar lines to that, and I love this. And of course the 911. Those are the three European sports cars that I just have a passion for, and this will definitely go good. And they all seem to want to be red, so I'll have a bunch of red European classic sports cars on the shelves here maybe one day soon. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. It was cool taking a little trip through this kit. Anybody have any information on this that, like I said, if you know if this was an repurposed Italeri or any of the other model car companies, it doesn't look familiar to be the Fujimi, because I'm familiar with those, so I'm leaning towards it is an Italeri. It just has that, I don't know, whatever. Revell put it out. Never knew that until I saw it 2 years ago, and never thought I'd get a hold of one, because they're kind of hard to find. And I was really bummed that I totally forgot about that one. I was going to buy it. It didn't seem like anybody was interested in it. The guy was asking a very cheap price for it. I want to say it was $25. And yeah, so whoops. I thought, what's the chances? This hobby of model cars, I don't know. I don't know why me. I don't know why you. Why do we do this and buy these kits and thumb through them and talk about how we're going to build them and then put it on the shelf and we keep collecting more and more and more? Well, that's simple because it's fun. All right. That's all. That's it. There's only one word why we do all this. Well, one phrase. How many words? 'Cause it's fun. That's simple. It's a 3-word phrase. We should put that on a t-shirt, huh? All righty. 'Cause it's fun. Here's the producers.
Luka's kids, it's Luka's kids, it's Luka's kids.